Okay, look at this. This is, I'm in this little guest house. Right when you walk out, all these flowers, it smells so freaking good. Right when you walk out, like, it's just incredible. This is like someone's private little farm, but it is like one of those flower gardens that people go to pay to walk around in. It's incredible. So I'm gonna just kind of show you all around a little. See, here's my little guest house. It's freaking nice. I feel like I'm in a resort or something. And so there's all these flowers. Like, I don't know all of the different names of them all. And I guess sunflower seeds have become very expensive, he was talking about. But the birds and stuff, I guess, eat a lot of them. And like, I don't know all of the different stuff that's growing, but if you could see it too, just walking around, it's so, oh my gosh. Here's the back of the little guest house. It's got a little patio. And then here's the orchard. I was eating some plums right off the tree yesterday, and they were so delicious. They tasted like some kind of candy or something. They're so good. There's just all these different, oh, see, going up the driveway, I'm trying to hold my tea too. Going up the driveway, on the other side of that, see, it's just lined with flowers going the whole way up. It's so magical. I gotta set my tea down. But there's all sorts of fruit and stuff in the orchard. And so then there's so much to show. And Stella, oh, she's gonna do a little poop over there. She's doing, I think she is doing better. I do think she's doing better. I think it's gonna make a big difference once I get home and see her more in her natural kind of environment. Then I'll be able to do a better gauge of how well she's doing, because of, you know, she's out of sync right now because she's traveling and she's not into it as much as I am. Look at all of these. Those are all squash, I think. Some kind of, there's one sticking out there. Yeah, some kind of squashes. Look at that. Like, he's not having a problem growing shit. Tell ya. And you could see all the toxins in the air last night. It's fucking insane. They've got, like, look at the, some things are netted off because the deers and stuff coming are eating it. There's the main house back over there. And then it's just all of this garden. I guess she sells the flowers and stuff too. His sister's main house. That's his place back there. And then that's mine for now. Over there. Then way back over there, that's another farm. But so, all of these flowers, and oh man, it just smells so nice. It's so crazy too, because how many people I see on TikTok whose gardens are just fucked. Like, look at these strange looking things that look like a tree. That's actually kale. And they pull off the bottom going up towards the top. It's over there too. And they sell it to these little local restaurants around here, which he said they've been able to stay in business. So he still has his little restaurants that he supplies their food. So it's food to table, what was that, farm to table or something. I think it's called something like that. But he's concerned with climate change, so you can see how things didn't work out real well for us. We're very opposite ends of the spectrum. But look at all that. I'm taking some lettuce home and stuff. Real lettuce. It was grown out of the fucking ground, not manufactured plastic lettuce. Gotta eat some fresh vegetables. Some tacos or grilled zucchini. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Especially I've just been eating like pretzels and peanut butter while I've been traveling. Those are some kind of, like he has like fancier kind of like cabbages and lettuces and stuff. Of course, she's going to the bathroom again. But this is the kale thing I was talking about. See how they just pull it? He said they just tear it off and it just keeps growing up and then they just take off the new, go to the restaurants, buy it. And more lettuce over there. So some of the things have been all pulled and have to be new ones, but look like all those onions over there. Look, there's another greenhouse over there, I'll show you. More flowers and stuff. There's the goats. They're so cute. Stella's up there just barking at them and barking at them like they understand her. They're just sitting there looking at her. They're so cute. But it's, I don't know, it's fascinating to me. It's like he has always had such a green thumb and he's living his dream. This was his dream, man. This is what he always wanted. He did not want to be married and grind it out the 40-day or 40-hour week, you know. He just wanted to go out and have some land and grow things. It's always been that way. It's cute. Oh, yeah, I'll show you this one too. They're so cute. Stella keeps coming back here to visit him. She likes to come and hang out with his dogs, are little tiny dachshunds. Stella likes them. She loves little tiny dogs. She always, her first boyfriend was a little tiny dog. And he would sit with her, and she was really young, and he would sit with her, and they'd sit. Here's the, can you see all that? There's tons of hummingbirds. Oh, look at them all just sitting there perching. He's a bird watcher, so he can tell me like what all the birds. He was telling me all sorts of stuff. Like they've got some particular crows, or they have some ravens. You know, the ravens watch over and kind of guard. He was telling me all about this different stuff. But there's these bird feeders all over the place, and there's like orioles and blue jays, and he said some kind of rare pigeon that has ended up here, but they're making like a bird sanctuary in the middle of all of this. Oh, I don't think I showed you inside this one greenhouse. There's several greenhouses. And back there in that little barn, he feeds, they have a camera on it so you can watch. They feed like foxes and wildcats and all sorts of things come back there and eat the stuff that he lays out back there. He said the skunks and the raccoon, they'll get in little like turf wars or something. He said they'll sit next to each other but keep pushing each other while they're eating. Super cute. Stella really likes it here too. She just keeps going and walking around like she's on a little adventure. It's cute. She's like a little kid walking around like, oh man, let's walk over here. It's kind of drizzly right now. It's very wet and cold. In the evening, I'll get some footage tonight of all of the birds coming to eat. That's when he puts out the food. There's so many birds. So many hummingbirds too. But all this, like when I'm seeing people's footage when they've got nothing growing and it's all dying, like, this is insane. I think these are tomatoes. So back there is some kind of specialty cherry tomatoes. So I don't know if restaurants ask or he just chooses these things. I don't know. There's this one sunflower. I gotta show you this one. It's so huge. Walk back over here. Here's more. Every space is just gardens everywhere. This is the little goat yard. So that's not a garden spot. The goats are so cute. Goats are really full of personality. Man, I'm tired. But all around, look at all those sunflowers. How tall they are too. Man, it used to be when we were married, you know, our front yard was always just outstanding with flowers. People would walk by to look. It's just so crazy when you see someone, you know, who's living their dream. Like, this is exactly what he always wanted his whole life. And he just loves it. This is all he does all day long. Is create and garden and grow things. And the thing that trips me out, though, is that you can be this connected to nature and still not realize you have a soul. Still very much science is their God. That Stella was gonna take a break or something. She's very into this adventure. Like, oh, look over here. Oh, there's stuff over here. And all the smells and stuff. Oh, she's gotta go to the bathroom again. Boy, she's going to town on that. Which is good because it is getting all the toxins out after that. That's why I'm not gonna get stressed out because, you know, there's not like she walked out and her face was not drooping and stuff anymore. I'm not gonna stress out about it because she probably still needs to do some detoxing. All the birds just lining up. And what he said though is that he doesn't have any wasps. He said there's no wasps. He said it's really weird because they rely on the wasps. And there isn't any. But see, he thinks it's climate change and I think it's purposeful extermination by fumigation. And these things, it's like freaking giant land. This is such a cool place. Anytime he comes to visit the kids, you know, and anytime he comes to visit, he's always wanting to talk about this place and what he's doing in the farm and stuff. I can see why. It's super, super cool. I mean, he should be proud of it. It's quite an accomplishment. Like, there was none of this here. He did all of this. This was just like this. The whole yard was like this till he moved in and started growing it. And then his sister got totally into it and made it into a business. And now they sell all this stuff. Another greenhouse. And another one with just a bunch of starts going. Got things started in there. It does get really, really sunny. Then it gets really, really chilly, man. He said it's from the ocean, because we're right next to the ocean, that the wind picks up, comes in, and cold. But there is stuff growing in some places. And while I was driving, I did see like, it was double giant truck, one after another, of apples. And it looked like there was one I saw of onions, but I don't know. They're taking it to some corporate overlord to decide, you know, we'll put the I put 10% of the apple in some apple checks or apple whatever cereal, and the rest of it we'll just throw it away. They don't need that much nutrition. That would be crazy. But this is what I believe everybody on the planet deserves to have. Their own little 5 acres, 10 acres, where they can just create their own little Shangri-La, their own source of food, grow their own food. You know, that's the way of the future. That's where we're going to be at. The corporate suppliers didn't work out. Now it's time for us to get our shit together and start taking care of ourselves. So, and it's doable, you know? And like, even the last time I was here, this has just expanded so much. Like, it's a work in progress, and people just got to see, like, that they can do this. And there's people out here like him who can teach it. Can teach people how to grow and what things need to be next to other things. And so I said before, like, there's certain experts to things that are going to really be in need or in demand soon, you know. Certain people who know certain things will be in demand as teachers. Because we're going to go into that teacher-learner, and we all have something to teach, and we all have something to learn. And the more you open yourself up to others and accepting, not everybody has to be the same. We can all be different, but we can still learn from each other. I love this planter. That's cute. I'll show you, look at that. It's just everywhere. It's like a freaking jungle of paths. Like I do the paths with the little planters around mine. This is above and beyond, man. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I want to show you this other, just the trees, everything. It's just so green and beautiful. But oh, look at that! How they did over the deck of that. It's just all that stuff growing. Is that a tree growing right over it? God, that's cool. I wanted to show you this little cute thing. You can see why I would want to spend a couple days here, besides the fact that Stella is just enjoying being on a farm. It's just peaceful. Look at these. They're growing right outside. Those things are hard to grow. I can't ever. Somebody just gave me one for my birthday, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, plant. I'll do my best. I should have brought it here. I might have a beautiful life outside. So, anyways, I'll do some more recordings later this afternoon or something, but I just really wanted to show how extraordinary and beautiful that it is here. So, I'm on a little vacation, like a retreat. Today I'm going to go out and help and pick some vegetables, because I also believe that it's an energy exchange, and that we all have to be mindful of cooperation with one another, and don't just be a taker, don't just be a giver. Be in balance. Teacher, learner, giver, taker. Find balance in your life. Okay, talk to you later.